Hey there, this is Dave Gardner, and I'm super excited to be getting into the next video with you right now. In this video, we're going to learn how to use the upload and record function of our video streaming program and software. And so you have a couple different options. If you want to do a live video, you can actually record yourself on the actual computer live, assuming you actually have a video or a video card, in your computer, and you actually have actual video camera as well. Whether you're using it on your iPhone or your smartphone or your computer, you should be able to use this function. You can actually upload a video and actually search from one that you've actually recorded previously. You could do a screen capture and record the screen, or you can just do audio. Maybe you want to just do a live audio or something that is a recorded audio that people will have access to in the future for your course or your program. And maybe it's an ebook or something similar that you want to read, so you have that opportunity as well. So I just want to walk through a few of these and just to show you what you're going to see when you go through them. So if we do the record video option, what it's going to do is there's going to be a pop-up box here that asks to use the microphone and use your camera. Now obviously you need to do that so that you have the ability to pull and actually see that. So boom, there I am, and here I am. And so this is going to start recording, and so all I have to do is click this button. Notice how it goes from an arrow in this video to a little hand that's live. So it's going to go down. It's going to give you a couple seconds. And so here we are. Hey, Dave Gardner here with your training on video streaming and sharing, and just walking you through the program and how you can actually use either live video like we're doing right now, or you can upload a previous video, you can do a screen capture, or you can do audio. So this is just a test run. I'm just showing you how it works. So when you're done with your video, you're just going to click stop. And that's going to save, and then it's going to render and give you the option. So I'll scroll down a little bit. Let's say you didn't feel that it went how you wanted it to. I could cancel that, but we're just going to save it for the sake of what's going on. So let's say you practiced it, you were good to go. You're going to save it, and then it's going to give you options to fill out the details that you want to be recognized with your video. So we're just going to give this a second, and the system should populate it and give us the opportunity, for example, to name it. Maybe to give it video tags and a whole slew of other things that we're going to go through here in just a moment. So notice if you go over it again, it kind of just disappeared and gave you that kind of stop sign. So it does take a few minutes. Notice it says upload is complete. Please save your video. So it's not totally saved yet. It's just uploaded in the system. We need to give it some information because we don't know what it's saved as. So we're just going to call this, video streaming test video. And the description is more for your reference. Just a video showing how to upload and record video using the software. Your tags are going to be something that will help your video be found. So we recognize that people will search online, and so if you want your video to be found, you want to not click on the private, but you want to make sure it's public. Now, if you don't want anyone to find it, let's say you have a private members area and it is only specific to people that have your link, then you would click the private button. But click web optimization because, again, that's going to give it a better opportunity to be found online. So for something like this, we could type in video streaming. We could do video hosting software. We could do videos. And hopefully you get the point here. I'm not going to do a lot. But notice for every tag, you're going to have your main tag, and then you're going to put a comma in between. And so, how to record videos online and let's say video recording software. And so again, this is just a handful and a sample. And so once I'm done, again, I have a title, I got the description. Again, the description is just for you. Then you have some tags. What we're going to do is we're going to save that video. And then I have the opportunity later to go in and actually upload and update and get some of those other details. And that's going to be for another training video. We're just focusing on getting the videos here into the actual system. But there will be some other training videos on how to actually, for example, get the embed code and how to be able to get your video in other places. So for example, here's my video here. After you go through and you do your video, it brings you back to the home screen. And so I can go through and I can edit and I can change and I can look at some other things. But right now, our goal is just how to upload and record the videos. We'll look at this in a different video. So we're going to click upload and record again, and we're going to basically go back to where we started. I'm going to walk you through each of these 4 processes just so you're familiar with which one is which. And like I said, that was the one that was record video. And so as we give this a minute, notice again, I could delete it. There's a garbage can down there. I can see how many views, and I could go through. There was a little edit button. So again, as a reminder, there is a watch training video. You're already watching it, but on any of the pages as you go through the software, be sure to check this watch training video out, and you'll be able to see other training videos on how to do certain things with the actual software. So what I'm going to do next, we'll click the upload video, and what that will do is pull from your computer. So I'm going to go back, and the other day, for example, I just did a video, and I want to make sure if I can find it here, reviewing a couple items, so bear with me for a second. And I just did a little fire in my house, or not in my house, but outside. So here's a little video just testing some kindling and some wood and a fire starter. And so all I did was the system generated and pulled up and communicated with my computer. Then you just have to go through and pull the video that you want. So make sure you know where you've stored it. But the process from here on out is basically the same. I'm going to click save. And instead of me having to go through and record a video live, I've just pulled one that I did before. So maybe it's a video that you shot, of your kids playing sports, or, maybe it's something that you created, as a screen capture using a different software, but not this one. Maybe you have something else that's out there and you want to have that saved from your computer and you want to bring it up into the video streaming and sharing software. So notice it's uploading. It says your upload is in process. Please don't close this tab. Now, if we were to close the tab or click cancel, obviously it's going to do just that. It's going to stop the process, and that's going to mess up you having that video up there. So it does take some time. It has to render. Now, that was a larger file. The other one that I just did in the beginning of the video with the screen or the actual live recording, that was only a few seconds in reality, but this video I believe was actually a couple minutes long. So it will take some time to upload. The longer it is and the bigger it is, the system and the software has to crunch it down. So it does take a few minutes. So once you have it, then you're done. It's a one-time process. You don't have to keep doing it each time. And so each video you do and add, you will have to go through this process. And so we're almost there, and it should generate and change the page for us and bring us back to that. And here we go, bring us back to the ability to add some titles. So for example, I'll call this fire starters and testing out fire kindling. And so again, something like this for tags, we're going to call it kindling. We're going to call it starting a fire. We're going to call it how to make a fire. So again, just to give you ideas, not to say that you're doing anything with making fires, but let's say you have a survival course on how to survive in the woods. And so maybe you want to have something like that with tags, but hopefully you get the idea of what your tags are. Your tags are basically keys and codes and key terms, I should say, and key words that would allow someone that's searching online to find it. And again, we're going to keep it public. We're going to web optimize it, and then I'm going to save it at the end. What you'll see on your end is at the top of your web browser, you'll often see the web page is scrolling and actually uploading it. So again, in this whole process, the software and the system is actually crunching it down and saving it so that you actually will have it for future reference. So in just a few seconds here, we'll see that now there's 2 of the videos that I just added. There I am with the first one, and then notice sometimes it still takes a little while to convert. This was a very, very short video, and therefore it took up less space, and so it goes rather quick. This one is a longer video, so therefore it's going to take some time. So when we come back to this in a few minutes, we should see something. But again, notice this one says fire starters because that's how I titled it. I titled this one video streaming test video. Notice here though, a couple other ones. Again, this is just a demo account that we're showing you how the tools work in the video streaming software. Notice they just have the date, 26 September test. And so sometimes there's just generic answers, 25 September video upload. So those have to be added in there as well. But a lot of times they're just rather generic if you don't put anything in there very specific. So let's go back. We've completed 2 of the 4. And we're going to go back to that page again. Just wait for the software to upload the page, and some of this delay is on my end with my 4-year-old laptop computer that I'm filming these videos on. And so if you do experience that, just keep that in perspective. Sometimes it's on your end. With my computer, I've done a lot of videos for the software, and so they're all stored on my computer, so it makes the web service go a little bit slower. Next, I want to show you how to record the screen. There's a couple different options you can choose, but when you just click the record screen, you'll actually record what's on your computer. And so you can choose to actually do the whole screen, so basically everything that is shown on any single one of your tabs. If you have separate windows open, so let's say you have your Chrome account open or your Google Chrome open, then you have Microsoft, whatever their browser is these days. I think it's called the Edge. And then let's say you have some, documents or windows open, those would all show up. Or if you have specific tabs you want to do. So it's up to you to really choose which ones you want. So for example, I'm just going to show you the entire screen and just click through. So what we're going to do, once I choose that one, I actually have to choose which one I want. So I'm actually going to click it, and then that will start to share. And so you notice it's actually tiled here because it actually has multiple screens going on behind the scenes. And so I'm going to click start recording right now. It'll give it a couple seconds. We'll start to see the time go up there. And so there we go, 1, 2, 3. So it's starting to record. So make sure you've started the time before you actually start your spiel or your talk and conversation. But I just want to go through and off the screen, I'm just going to click through a couple of browsers here. So here we see Amazon Music. Here's an Amazon review program. We actually have, my Gmail quick. We'll go on to Facebook. And so if we go back into the recording software, you'll see that it's still running. I'm going to click this now at 30. Give it a pause, and now we're going to see that that's actually there. And so when we play it, I should have about 30 seconds worth of video. So I just want to play this for you just to show you. The time go up there. And so there we go, 1, 2, 3. So it's starting to record. So make sure you've started the time before you actually start. Here we go, 1, 2. So it's starting to the time before you actually start your spiel or your talk and conversation. But I just want to go through and off the screen, I'm just going to click through a couple of browsers here. So here we see Amazon Music. Here's an Amazon review program. We actually have, my Gmail quick. We'll go on to Facebook. And so if we go back into the recording software, you'll see. And so hopefully you understand what's going on. And then the process is just the same as we've been doing throughout this whole video. We're going to click save. And once we click save, again, we need to let it render. We're going to give it a name. So we're just going to call this screen capture test 1. How to do a screen capture. Again, your description is a little bit more for yourself, your own personal. For video tags, we would do something like screen capture. How to do a screen capture. You want to have it relevant, so when people are searching for things online, it might possibly come up. And so let's say in this case, I didn't want anyone to see it. I was only sharing it with, like a select group of maybe people that bought a product from mine, and I trained them on this. I could make this private, and then we could go ahead and save the video, and then we'll see that that's one of our new videos on there. And there it is. It was a short video, so it uploaded fast. And then the last one that we have, we'll go back into the upload and record, is record audio. Now it's actually recording audio in a video setting. And so in the future, you may see the ability to download the MP3 in addition, but you're actually going to get it as an MP4. So it's actually going to be like a blank video that you can insert in your page. So when we start recording, concept is the same. There's a little leeway, so you got to wait. Okay, so hey there, this is Dave Gardner, and I wanted to welcome you as the master trainer into your video streaming software, and I wish you the best of luck as you start making major changes and helping people out in the world today. Thanks. And so we want to click the button. We can press play. Okay, so hey there, this is Dave Gardner, and I wanted to welcome you as the master trainer into your video streaming software, and I wish you the. And so again, the process is the same. You're going to click save. If you didn't like it, I could have clicked cancel and I could have re-recorded something else. And so, master trainer, welcome message, and then, blah, blah, blah. Again, whatever you want to put in there, we can do welcome audio, how to record audio, and similar things to that. Again, every one that you want, you think is a valuable term, you're just going to put a comma in between it. We'll just make this one private as well. We're going to save it, and we're going to notice that's going to refresh, and I'm going to have that one here. So notice the background is a little bit different. It says watch a video, even though it's a video, it is actually audio. So if we actually click that just to show you quickly, it does look like a little video, and when we play it. Okay, so hey there, this is Dave Gardner, and I wanted to welcome you as the master trainer into your video stream. And so in this case, maybe you have an ebook or you have some other printed article or report that you wanted to give someone like a bonus upgrade of the audio version. You could quickly do that, and then you could embed it on your website. So be sure to click the training videos link. I'm not going to go any further in this. I just wanted to give you the 4 major topics, and I think I went in depth in 4 major, not topics, but 4 major ways that you can actually get content into your video streaming and hosting software. Again, we recorded video. I was doing it live. We uploaded one from our computer. We recorded the screen, so that's also live, as is recording audio to be live as well. So all you got to do now is take some serious action. Again, this has been Dave Gardner. Thank you for watching along with this training video. Hopefully you found some immense value. If you have any questions or comments, you can always join us and hit us up in the Facebook group or support tab up top. We really want to hear about your successes with these tools and how you're actually implementing them into your niche, because we want to help the family out. So as I always say, you get out of it what you put into it. And the big question that I always have for you is, with all these awesome tools that you have, what will you create to make your legacy? And what will you create to help others so that you can make a difference in the world today?